In this video, I'm going to show how to construct a probability model in StatCrunch using the tornadoes data set that we're given. So let's first open up this data set so that we have it handy inside of StatCrunch. But specifically, what I'm going to be doing is constructing a probability model for day of the week that the tornado occurred. And notice here that days have both a number and name attached to each. And the reason why is because when I look across this data set and I look for day, I see only number values. But for instance, like this particular tornado happened on day 3, which correlates to a Tuesday. Okay, so I just need to keep that in mind as I continue. So the next thing I want to do is go to Stat, Tables, and Frequency. Let's choose the day of the week. And let's make sure that relative frequency is selected. Now, I could have both frequency and relative frequency selected as the default, like you see here, that's fine, or just the relative frequency. And then we'll click Compute, and I see the days of the week, the frequencies, and most importantly, the relative frequencies. That's the information that I need for the table here. So where it says to construct a probability model and we're asked for probabilities, we're using the relative frequencies. And the reason why is because let's remember that this estimated probability of an event is its relative frequency. In other words, to find the probability that a tornado occurred on day 1, a Sunday, we would take the total number of tornadoes that occurred on that day divided by all of the tornadoes that happened altogether, which is, let's see, 67,098. By just going ahead and allowing StatCrunch to compute the relative frequency, I can get that information a little bit quicker. I want to copy and paste this here, rounding correctly to 3 decimal places. So I'm just going to go through and do that for each. And so you can see here I've just completed this probability model by repeating the process for each day of the week, copying and pasting each relative frequency. From here, we can answer other questions, like, for instance, what's the probability that a tornado occurred on a Tuesday? We can come right back to the probability model and grab that answer here, that it is 0.145. Or we can interpret the probability a randomly selected tornado in this time range occurs on a Tuesday by completing this statement. For every 1,000 randomly selected tornadoes, one would expect about, now to get this value, I'm going to take the probability, multiply it by 1,000, and that gives me 145.